Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Cuddy? What's up, Hope? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right. Hope everybody's going to have a beautiful day today. I'm off, so my day is going to be beautiful. We're going to go over quite a bit. We're going to go over quite a bit of a few different things today. I don't even know if I said that right. I don't even care. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going over quite a bit of things, even after Jack's done. We'll still continue to stream probably because there's some things I'm going to go over. Let's bring Jack in. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I got to get me some coffee. Trump superpowers the stock market. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Because they went and signed the freaking minerals deal with us early, or at least a promissory note to. Who are the three biggest powers on the planet that we know of? That earthly, as far as human beings and our governments go? China, US, Russia.
So now I wouldn't put Russia in there too much, man. China, us,
Trump goes to get ready to sign a deal, or it's a promissory note to sign a deal with Russia. So now China is standing alone. Let me back up a little bit so you can even have a little bit more context about what the issue is. You know that Tim Walz, before he was elected the governor and early in his youth, when he was like still in school or something like that, you know, he was over in China and he's some kind of like honorary government official to China. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Okay, one more thing about China real quick. Did y'all know that most of the fentanyl that's coming into America, almost all of it that's coming through Canada, is either manufactured in Canada by Chinese workers or coming from China to Canada into America? Did y'all know that? So now we have government officials who have loyalty to China, a nation that is flooding our country, a country that is flooding our nation with the deadly fentanyl drug. So we have beef with China. Now, why is this a tariff situation and issue? And how is all of this wrapped together? Real quick, I want you to understand something. Do I got the clip? I think the clip was too long, so I didn't put it in the chat. But I'll say what it is as I look for the clip. So y'all know the dude, I forget the dude, but he's like a real big financial wizard. And he often goes on these news shows and he talks about finances. I forgot his name. So I can't remember his name right now. In any regard, he went on one of these news shows and he's a big business owner. He owns a lot of companies and corporations. And he said one of the things that China actually do when we go and have them build our product and then they're going to ship the product over here so we can sell it. One of the things that they actually do is they steal the design for our product and then they make a cheap knockoff and then they ship the knockoff into the market that we are in. That's underhanded. Why do you think you got so many things that's made out of China that is like, these guys is the same thing as that thing, the same thing as that thing. I'm going to give you a real big situation.
You ain't never heard of a pair of buddies? A pair of Pro Wings? Like, remember when your mama used to send you to school with buddies on? They used to look like Jordans, but they wasn't Jordans. This shit's been going on forever. Shut up, bro. It ain't just a China that does it. Americans do it too. Oh, look at all those sales. Let's make these look like those. Just change a few things in them. What? What? That's just what they do, bro. China, other countries. It ain't just China, dude. And guess what? Most of the time, in order to build the things that are like copycat things, you have to have the schematics for it. You have to know, like, where the holes to be drilled. They do this shit with vaping products all the time, bro. All the time. You buy a fucking, you think you'd be buying a $300 dripper, and you go and pay $300 for it. You bring it to me, I inspect it. I'm like, oh no, you bought a clone. Well, it's got the numbers on the bottom, just like that. Well, see the engraving in it? See the engraving in my atomizer and the engraving in your atomizer? Mine's much deeper. Yours is just like surface level engraving. Then they start to understand. It's all the way down to those things like that, as far as like cloning products.
That most of us should know about in the hip-hop community. Remember when Soulja Boy had that Soulja Boy video game and they got sued because they stole the design for a different video game console system? So that's why no one got one.
All you have to do,
China.
You have to change something in order not to be sued. It has to be like 25% of the product changed.
So hold on.
People are getting away with it all. What about, hold on, if you're going to bitch about China, let's bitch about House Phone. Let's bitch about the dude from No Jumper. Let's bitch about Blassie. Let's bitch about all these streetwear people. They steal everything. These streetwear people will build a pair of shoes that look just like Air Force Ones. Come on, bro. Oh, it's China building it. No, it's you that said, okay, go ahead.
He drops everybody else's taxes and puts it on freeze. Why is he doing that? Because Trump has forced everyone to the negotiation table. He was never, if he didn't have to, enact reciprocal tariffs, because it's about growing the American economy, and he's only using tariffs as the whip. Now he's going to show them the carrot. I got another thing to show y'all.
Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, they've been talking about tariffs for...
See, the problem, hold on. See, the problem with the Democrats is this, and I'm not talking about the voters. I'm talking about your elected officials, the Chuck Schumers, the Nancy Pelosi's. The problem is...
You hear that?
They are scared they are about to go to prison. They are scared.
You know what's fucked up? Did you hear that? That's pandering, bro. That is pandering. What's up, sugar? That's pandering. What up, Cuddy? That's pandering. When I'm talking about the Democrats, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about you voters. I'm talking about the people in office. Well, the voters are Democrats too, stupid. That's pandering, bro.
Entire legacy is about to go down the shitter. They are scared that they're about to be known historically as criminals.
As if the Republicans aren't
This is
criminals
hate
either, bro.
Trump. These people do not care about us.
They don't really care
Why
about
were they
us.
so for taxes until Trump was for? Pardon me. Why were they so for tariffs before Trump was for tariffs? I'm going to explain. They were never for tariffs. They used the conversation of tariffs to adjust the market. Let me show you something real quick. See, this is what I mean. Okay, we'll have this discussion. All right. We'll have this discussion. It's cool. Hold on. Let me get a window up over here. So they used tariffs.
Tell me one thing you're buying, Jack. What are you buying?
To adjust the market.
Tell me things you're buying. I need to know. This comes off as such a hate Democrat speech. This comes off as like not even a pro-Trump, just a diss Democrats. That's all it is.
I need for you to look at that. You want to know why? What's that Team Obama guy? What's his name? Hakeem Jeffries? He's Team Obama, right?
Motherfucker, you buy your stuff from Temu.
So I want to just let you hear what he said Trump was doing real quick before we read this article. Let's be fair. Let's get his side of the story. What is going on with this? Why is this on Facebook? I don't want to go to Facebook. Okay, so either he is lying right here,
I can't hear him,
or he doesn't know enough about how the economy works to have the position that he currently has.
The Trump tariffs, which are a tax on the American people, are so reckless, so...
Look, Jack was like, yeah, this guy's a Temu Obama. This guy's the Temu Obama. Look what the first comment says. I swear I'm so tired of this Temu Obama. Oh, man. And then he says, why is this on Facebook? Why is this on Facebook? As if you didn't know. I mean, as if you didn't already know it was on Facebook. You just sat there and read both comments. But you knew it was on there before you even clicked it. Like, you just run these fucking lies over and over and over again. He knew that shit was on Facebook. I can't hear nothing of it. Good job, Jack. We can't hear it. Good way to input it into your stream. Sounds like he's coming from his TV in the other room.
And it's a buying opportunity. Those are Trump's words.
I need for y'all to understand.
We got 8 people in the building. We're going up. Share the live, y'all. Share the live. Hit the like button for me.
At the end,
let's get the notifications out.
Proof that, not proof, but the explanation he gave at the end would be an improving economy. Listen to the last thing he says. This is why I don't trust these people.
Those are Trump's words, and it's a buying opportunity. And it's a buying opportunity. And it's a buying opportunity.
So, do y'all know how the stock market works, right? I don't know if people know how the stock market works because so many people are Democrats nowadays and believe all of the bullshit that these guys be saying. But basically, when the stock market is doing well, people are buying.
No, 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 no. People don't buy stocks when they're way up here, dumbass. Are you fucking stupid? When the stocks are doing well, people are buying. No, when the stocks tank, that's when you're supposed to buy, dumbass.
When the stock market is doing well, people are buying.
Products, maybe.
How in the hell is he criticizing the stock market doing well?
Products, maybe.
So he basically said, listen,
He just
that the thing Trump says that he is going to do is going to cause for there to be buying opportunities. You know what buying opportunities do?
You see what Jack's doing?
This
I'll
is
tell
what
you
I mean.
exactly what Jack's doing. He's doing the same thing to this guy's speech that he doesn't want us doing to him. Criticizing every little thing.
It's a buying opportunity.
I don't understand how people are getting tricked. I don't get it. Anyway,
I can't hear it.
I can't even look at that no more because now I'm getting mad at our people. That's what they mean by forked tongue. That's what they mean by forked tongue. I promise you that's what they mean.
Salute, Primo.
He just spoke with an extremely forked tongue. Anyway, let's get to this. Making sense of the forces driving global markets. Okay, so what's driving global markets? This is what...
Shout out to Lucky Strike for the motherfucking donation. She says, for good morning, in the bushes. Big day for me today. You go, girl. You go, girl. Shout out to the motherfucking donation from Lucky Strike. I appreciate you. Much love, darling. You take on your big day and you crush it. You crush it.
Right now, 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 right now.
Donations. Donations. Gifts. Gifts. Donations.
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck. Aggressive gang.
This is about what is driving global
Thank
markets.
you, Lucky.
Trump blinks.
I appreciate
Wall
you.
Street soars. That's the title, I'm guessing. It says Wall Street clock, one of the best days in history. Wait, hold on. So the Democrats told y'all everything that Trump was doing was going to destroy our economy. I just showed y'all. But factually, the things that Trump did made for one of the best days in the history of the stock of Wall Street. You know how many Democrats are still not going to believe that these are a good idea? They're still going to be, they're still just going to, but they just going to, I don't know what imaginary thing that they're going to say, but they're going to just still say some imaginary stuff. I promise you, because that's what they do. They just say imaginary stuff. And then their followers then parrot the imaginary things. And now you can't even have a conversation that makes sense with people on the street. While you're talking about logic and common sense, they're talking about imaginary what ifs. While you're talking about what's actually happening, they're talking about the probability of a thing happening, and that thing happening being something
Let's
like
take a look,
1 in a billion. What they're talking about, the probability of the 1 in a million or 1 in a billion thing happening. That's all they want to talk about. They don't want to talk about the other percentage, the other rest of it. That's not the possibility to them. They only want to discuss the smallest possible thing that can actually happen. That's the conversation that they want to have. It's just impossible. Wall Street clocked one of the best days in history On Wednesday, Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs and reduced levies on many countries, triggering a wave of relief that will add trillions of dollars to lost value back onto world stocks. So hold on. So the thing that Donald Trump did actually added trillions of dollars to value that had been lost, not just in American stocks, but on stocks in a global sense. Globally. So y'all don't dislike the Democrats yet? Y'all still love these guys. These guys tell y'all all the lies. They convince y'all to do all of the things that's bad. They're not for anything. I want to explain something. Name me one thing that God agrees with that the Democrats agree with. Just name me one thing. I can't think of one thing that the Democrats promote that God agrees with. I can't think about one thing. Anyway, it was the S&P 500's best day since 2008 and NASDAQ's second best rise.
So now Democrats are Satan worshipers. Hell yeah, you go, girl. What's up, James?
On record. So it was the S&P 500's best day since 2008. And it was NASDAQ's second biggest rise on record. How long has NASDAQ been around?
God damn, what the fuck, bro? Stocks is just a game of money, man. This is just a corporate game of money, bro. Buy, sell all day long, all day long, all day long. This is gambling.
So since February 8, 1971, the thing that Trump did created the second biggest rise in NASDAQ. I don't know if anybody wants me to explain, because I can, by the way. But I don't know if anybody wants me to explain what just happened. I can 100% explain. If anybody asks me, they'll be like, yeah, explain. I'm going to explain. If nobody asks
What up,
me,
Primo?
explain. I'm just going to keep it pushing. Anyway, historic moves. It was S&P's 500's best day since 2008 and NASDAQ's second biggest rise on record. Historic moves that will leave investors reeling.
I'm thinking once this is over, I'm going to kill this stream. And then we're going to go on to talk about something else. Nothing local or anything like that. Just something that I think everybody it would be down to hear.
In a good way, for once. But it may be a fragile calm that sets in.
Shout out to you, bro.
Phrase tariffs on China were increased 100. He went up from 125% again. I think they pushed it up to like 200. I'm not 100% sure. And recent dislocation of.
Shout out to Primo Dupree, man, with the motherfucking drop. He said for muffins and the coffee, motherfuckers. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside.
Right now, 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 right now.
Thank you, sir. You are appreciated.
Bond market is unlikely to disappear overnight. Why is China buying up U.S. bonds? People should ask that question.
What's up, Freddie?
I need to go to a commercial break. We're gonna be right back. But I want to be clear on something.
Commercial break.
Oh, what up, Mickey Mantle? Mickey made it. What up, Mickey? I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misinterpretation or misunderstanding. The Democrats are in bed with China. At this point, anybody that does not admit that to themselves you're either not paying attention or, TDS is a real thing. And I'm starting to think some of these people should be put into a mental institution because some of the things that they're doing is so unhinged. We're about to, God forbid, we're about to have another situation because I think there's already one where there was a mass shooting of a Democratic supporter went into a place and like shot up an area or something like that. Or I think it just happened around the time that a lot of bullshit was happening. But there is a dude that he just got sentenced. So no. I'm thinking about a different story. Thank you. But God forbid, one of these individuals that is obviously unhinged. Imagine
You hear that?
And so
You hear that?
unhinged that you keep.
Did you hear that? Yeah, there was this Democrat that went up and shot up this place, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get this narrative across, right? I'm trying to get this narrative ran. But yeah, there's this Democrat that went up and shot a place because he was unhinged and blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'm thinking about a different story. Oh, yeah, but one of these Democrats, they're going to go in there and shoot up a place one time.
Eat a stranger's car because you're mad at the person that made it. I don't understand how much more crazy that is. That's bananas. Imagine going to jail for 20 years because you're mad at the guy that made a car. Because that guy that bombed those cars, he's going to get 20 plus years. So, because arson. So just imagine.
Nah, he'll get out.
Go to jail for 20
First time he'll be on probation.
Because some guy is finding corruption in the government.
You're wrong again, Jack.
He's going to feel when he's sitting in jail.
Yeah, no shit.
Everybody that's in jail with him is busy looking at him how stupid he is. Because
what hasn't he noticed? No shit.
They weren't doing anything wrong.
I guess he might be just trying to save it. I don't know. I can see trying to save your channel, but like,
for 20 years.
For how long?
You could have been on the outside. You literally just made the decision.
I mean, but how long do you like?
For 20 years. For no good reason. If that's not a mental health problem, I don't know what is.
Here's the only things that I think could save Jack. And I'm going to say it because he don't ever take my advice anyways. Get a co-host. Get a co-host. Find somebody that's worthwhile. That's going to be there. Going to give you a good show. Talk to you with and speak just like you can. That's one. That could change things around a little bit, because he would have to probably get the total opposite of him. Probably get the total opposite of him. That would work. I don't know. Or maybe start getting in the beef, man. Start going at people that go at you. That's the only way, bro. And here's the problem with going at people. What's up, James?
Salute. I was getting ready to leave for work, so I only got a second to jump up. But I disagree with what you say, AD, because I think no matter what he does, he's done.
Nah, he could do some things to bring it
AD.
back. Maybe. I said maybe.
He can't have a co-host, bro. He can't have a co-host. He don't know how to work with people, bro. If somebody has something different against him, he's gonna start making up shit about him, and they're gonna leave.
That's true. I mean, I'm just giving him an option. That's all. I'm not saying this could ever work.
You want to know one option how he might be able to fucking get some people back? I doubt it, but he might. If he tells the truth about his problems, tells the truth that he's been fucking squatting, because everybody already fucking knows, and apologize to everybody he's done wrong, he might get 4 or 5 people back. He's never going to be back to where he was. He's done.
He could also maybe get some people to start coming over there with beef. Like, just start going back at people. That's one good way of getting people to come over there and hear what you have to say.
But Frost can't get involved in that because he don't know how to handle it.
I get it. I know what you're saying. But these are just options, Jack. I'm just throwing you options, buddy. I don't know if you can make them happen. On you, it's on you to make them happen.
Frost,
Like-
your favorite ex mods let you know that you're done, ski homie. Give it up.
How many
Give it up,
people he
buddy.
got over there? He's got 10. We've got 13.
How many people's talking in his chat?
Hold on.
Probably 2 or 3.
1.
People are scared to talk in his chat because they'll kick him, bro. People won't even talk on his chat, let alone go see him.
Yeah, he's got 1 person. And like that 1 person isn't even keeping a conversation going. Just like, hey, Jack, salute. That's it. Bye. Like, hello, talk,
Just like
motherfucker.
when
This dude right here has been 100% exposed and nobody cares about him anymore.
just like how our people just be hating.
That's why he
each
keeps
other.
on bringing up
I think I
Kender
should
again,
just
because that's all he
I
has.
see you. I don't like his shirt.
You think I should just stop covering him?
I think his channel's dead regardless, but he's still fun to cover because he says stupid ass shit.
Yeah, he's a lolcow. So like cover him under a lolcow.
Yeah,
frame or
because I'd still rather have a low-cal show with Jack than with like Candy or fucking one of them other ones, because I know Jack. That's why I like listening to the shit about him.
Bro, like that's the difference. But here's the problem with me. This show can't grow just talking about Jack.
No, that's why you got to use everybody. I hear you.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that. Nothing can grow off Jack. He can't, dude. But the funny thing is you could grow more off of Jack than Jack can grow off of Jack. And that's facts.
I did get 3 subs the other day when I did a reaction video on him. I was like, okay, well, fuck, somebody see me. I guess I just have to word it differently and shit.
Dude, even the people, if you remember some of the fucking strong ones he had after everybody left, like for just one, I don't know who it is, but like the Kyra knows, where is she at?
They were trolls, man.
I seen Kyra knows over at fucking DMW's chat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she shouted me out when I was over at DMW's. I shouted her back out, but I wonder what happened with her at Jack's channel.
You do know that trolls go to all different platforms, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
But well, not all. A lot of the trolls who are like Jack's trolls won't come to us.
That know all of us. So if they know Shots has a platform, they know I have a platform, they know BBN has a platform, they know this person has a platform. Because I just yesterday was watching Jose, and that AP dude that came up there with the Darnell voice on Brandy's channel, he's a mod on Jose's channel now. How the fuck would you find Jose, a homeless YouTuber, because you've heard me talk about him? So you flock over there to troll over there. That's what it is, bro. It's weird as fuck, bro. It so much is. Now you don't see Zach over there anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like if you just follow along with him and watch these chats, bro. That's why a lot of the time I just stay in the cut, in the clouds, peeping everything out.
You know, the funny thing though, you could tell half the times there's a lot of the people that you think are the same people are fakes, because you could tell because their profile picture has like a little ring around it, which means it's been copied. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's not
I'm
like
listening to the people. They're saying cover him.
Oh yeah, you got to cover him at least till he's out of here. The whole goal is to get him off the air. When he's off the air, then there's no sense covering him no more.
Yeah, he's almost out of here anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He's damn near God.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to be in the clouds for 20 minutes. I got to drive to work. Y'all be good.
Be good. Be safe, man.
Look at the way he walk. I think he's limping, or he's looking like he's trying to be tough. I hate him.
Yeah, but see, most people like us and people in this community, we're smart enough to go to the account name and then go see the main account. So, like, we know, baby girl. We know. I'll tell you what they do. I'll tell you exactly what the trolls do. They try to go to these people that are unsuspecting of who they are. And then they'll rile a beef inside that with the channel that they don't like. You see what I'm saying? I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing it as we speak. But I'll let it play out.
This is our people. That guy, he's happy over there. Grr, I hate him. Those are mental health problems.
Oh, I'm with you guys 100%. You guys are the supporters
is
of this
this-
channel. I'm going to listen to
Oh
you
man, that guy's trying
before I
to
listen to myself.
find corruption in the government, which he's actually
But
doing.
after Jack's show today, I'm definitely going to cut this stream and start a new one 10 minutes later on a whole different topic, y'all. Because I think I also want to start covering trending topics, because then I can open up the floor. I can open up what you guys think. We can have a whole show. And that's the way I kind of been wanting to run the platform from the beginning anyway. But I got stuck on these lolcows, bro, because they're just funny. They're funny, bro. They're hilarious. It's too stupid.
Oh, I hate him.
But there just really isn't no growth in it.
How does that work? Oh, I'm gonna go to jail for 20 years because he's trying to find corruption in the government. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. I'm just gonna go to jail for 20 years. Doing something that, Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
So if you are a student between the 8th grade and 10th, 11th, you should be thinking about your future, right? Let me be completely honest with you. Application process, competition level, and all of
And goddamn, have you seen the quality of my thumbnails? Just keeps going up and up and up and up, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. Well, I ain't gonna tell you, but you'll know as soon as I start it. Do me a favor and go sub over there to the motherfucking uncensored channel. There's the link in the chat, y'all. I pinned it. Sub over there, because we're gonna start doing some content over there too. We're gonna start doing some content over there too. What's up, D Trail? I seen you last night in Nina Boy's chat. Salute, bro. See, I'm everywhere. I told y'all I'm everywhere, y'all. I seen D Trail in Nina Boy chat last night, didn't I? I like Nina. Like I said, when I get off here, I don't watch too much lol cow shit. I cover it too much. So it's like, I don't want to watch it. I want to watch something that's going to educate me. I get around too, Trail. I just don't talk a lot in people's chats. For one, because I have a channel and I don't want to come in there, Aggressive Defiance TV, chatting and like thinking I'm promoting my channel or something. No, I want to fight, Lucky. when you go arguing back and forth and beefing back and forth and start talking shit back and forth, then it should come to fighting. But if you don't want to fight, then why are you on here talking shit to people? You're just a troll. Own the fact that you're a troll. But you don't want to do that because people won't support a troll. And a troll channel will never be monetized on here. You'll just be wishing and hoping. Yeah, I do. I mean, that's just, I don't care, bro. That dumbass Willie could talk about where I'm from. I ain't from that. I ain't from this. Come see where I'm from. Come see where I live currently. I bet you won't even drive in my apartments. I bet you won't even drive into my apartments. This motherfucker be like, oh, fuck this. Because I sure didn't see no apartments like mine in there.
Like this is, I've had super old people who say some of the weirdest shit, and you just gotta be like, you gotta have grace. You gotta ask for God's grace in those moments. God,
It's a long
give
drive
me
on
the
a
power.
scooter. Shout out to that shit.
Can't beat up the old guys, man. Come on, man. Guys is crazy. I can't beat up the old guys.
I
man.
told him I'd get him an Uber.
And you know, might be getting into it with like.
I told him I'd order him an Uber.
In their 30s or their 40s or some shit like that. And it's not well, first of all, you know, I'm always gonna show the utmost respect because I want to. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope when we showing respect to other people. Like that's the way to live. I feel like a superhero. You feel me? So I always want to show respect first and foremost, just so we could be clear. So it's always weird. So you get into like an argument with like an older head or whatever the case may be. And it'd be somebody that you respect or whatever the case.
Press.
It's always it's like we're not doing this.
I'm gonna
Like,
speed
even
him
especially
up.
if you could win, you know, you could win. It's like, nah, we're not doing this, man. We're not doing this. I don't know where y'all guys came from. Like nowadays, people fight when they know they could win. When I grew up, people didn't fight when they knew they could win. Like
I mean, we can fight with hands or we can gunplay. I don't care. But I would rather not gunplay. But Willie ain't got no guns. He's got a whole BB gun in his picture trying to look tough. You can see the slot where the BBs go in and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Then he's online telling everybody he's going to snitch on me for having a gun. But then he was online 4 months ago telling everybody I was packing a BB gun. I was walking around my hood packing a BB gun. Oh, I wish I'd have had a sword. I'd have been the baddest sword fighting motherfucker there was. I'd have been training. Them dudes was big like Conan too, bro. Like swinging big ass battle axes and shit. Fuck yeah. Have my sword done by tonight, peasant. Motherfucker in there cracking sword all fucking night. Banging on the metal. Oh, man. Yeah, you put them in the Coliseum and they're out there fucking... Fuck, bro. You got to come off with their head. Nobody can leave until you have their head. James told him to meet me in Vegas. I mean, I'd like to go to Vegas. If me and him get in a ring in Vegas, we ain't wearing gloves. I'm not boxing glove. I'm not wearing gloves and headgear and all that. We're gonna get in the ring and we're gonna box it with fists and feet. Yeah, like the live action role player.
when it was like you don't got no chance, it was like we're not trying to do this. They
Y'all are crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the mindset of the people nowadays on the planet is just totally different.
If you're not a member here, become a member.
Unless they
$4.99 a month.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way people are now, like that's why don't get into it with these people because these niggas are suckers nowadays. Part of my language, people are suckers nowadays, and you beat them in a fight, and they're gonna try to come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? So especially if you're good, especially if you're really good fighter, you know what I'm saying? So
no, if you beat me in a fight, I'm probably gonna have to walk away. But when I see you again, you have to beat me in a fight again. For real. I'm not gonna come back and kill you. I know how to lick my wounds. Go home and lick my wounds. Come back and fight another day. I don't think some of these people have even been in fist fights, bro. Ain't none of these dudes ever been kicked in the face. Y'all be scared as hell.
Get away from that. They want us to kill ourselves. Why do you think Black Lives Matter.
Call the
Just trying to
police
make
on
sure
you.
that police get defunded.
Tell him
Because
you
one
had a
of the main
gun,
ways
just like you
that
told him I had a gun when I
violence
pulled
is
up in your
to,
city, your little town. That motherfucker
suppress
wasn't
in
no
our
city.
neighborhood is the presence of the police. I'm not even just talking about the police arresting anybody, but I'm saying them just being present, people being able to see that they are there. You understand what I'm saying? So while I do think that there needs to be, the police need to be audited by a different agency outside of the police agency, but the police do need to have constant auditing. I do believe that.
Most definitely.
But I also believe that the percentage of crooked police officers is very low. Like, I don't think it's like what people say it is. Like, people act like, yo, it's like half of the police. I don't think it's that. Because I'm going to tell you what happens. Imagine, and this is me talking from personal experience also, being a person like where, like the last couple of years of my life where people just hate me for no reason. But imagine being a person that people just hate you because of what your job is. You haven't done anything wrong. You've been doing your job well. You love your job. You respect your job. You respect the people that you meet at your job and everything. But everybody just hates you because of your job, because of some other random people's actions or whatever the case is. So people just treat you bad. So a lot of times what I think is happening is these police officers aren't always, because there's douchebags. We all know that there's douchebags. But I don't think these police officers are always on the wrong side of these conversations that y'all be like, yo, that police. I don't think so. Because I think after you've been abused over and over and over, and that's what that is. When you just walk outside and people are just yelling at you for no reason. That's abuse. So after you've been abused over and over and over, you're going to start responding just differently. Not just to abuse, but even to non-abuse. So imagine these people that's been on the police force for 10 years and they haven't had the ability to be policing somewhere where people will appreciate the police. So just like there's douchebags out there, just like there's, some of the worst people are police officers. Some of the worst people are teachers. Look at all these teachers sleeping with these children. And a lot of them are women. Just saying. And this is coming from somebody. If you speak to the average male, they'll tell you that they had sex with a grown ass woman when they was a minor. You speak to the average male, I promise you. I promise you. Most of them will tell you they had sex with a grown ass woman while they were still a minor. I promise you. Let's get back to our conversation. And these same women, mind you, is gonna talk crazy if they see an older man with a younger woman. They're gonna talk crazy. Same women. That the minute they'll be in their 30s, and the minute some little 15-year-old boy look at them sideways, they're gonna get that boy off to the side somewhere and figure it out. I'm telling you what it is, man. And those be the main ones that be mad that some older man got a younger girlfriend. I promise you, be the main ones. Be like, oh, that guy's a pervert. Meanwhile, she done bang like half her class. She pick a new student to bang every year. I promise you, man. Anyway, the effed up part about that is the number of people that know that I'm right. Not the number of people that think that I'm right. The number of people that know that I'm right. That's the effed up part about that. Not all money is good money. That extends past just the idea and concept of money. Let's get back to our show. All right, I got some clips I'm going to show y'all so we can get rolling again. First thing I want to say is this.
How many people yet?
How concerned are you with this market fluctuation? Are you concerned that
He's beating us, y'all. He's beating us. Share the live. Hit the like button. Please do so. Let's see how many people he's got in the chat. Still just 2.
Context. Sorry. So,
how concerned are you?
The reason why I could be wrong. Being part of the LGBTQ community, there's like rumors out there. I don't know if it's true. I'm not saying it is, and this is not something we ever talk about. So, this isn't something that's on my mind.
Motherfucker, this isn't something we ever talk about. He's talked about gay dudes hitting on him for the last 2 days.
And guess who label was the one that signed my son before he got locked up and went to jail for $1 million? I think it was Buster. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. That's just, I could be wrong. Let's get back to what we're talking about. I'm just BSing this morning. We're about to probably end the show though. I'll stay on because I know a lot of people you generally get on. After 9:30 and shit, because we show you
what
at 9:20. What we got? Like an hour. I might be getting off. I might be getting off early, but it depends. We don't really got nobody talking, so when people ain't talking, I'll be like, I don't know. It is what it is. Let's get back to what we're talking about the tariffs.
and get the fuck off,
So
bro.
the Democrats actively lying. I don't know any other way to put that. They are actively lying. It's not that they are wrong. What up to the few? It's not that they are wrong. They are actively lying. These aren't things that they cannot know about. You understand? These are not things that, these are things that they should know about.
What's your message?
So look what the Chinese person says.
What's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
I'm not gonna play it again because he cursed. I'm not gonna play it again because he cursed. Oh man, that gets me almost every time. Oh Lord, my tooth is hurting, so I don't know how much longer we gonna go. My tooth is hurting. Yeah, my tooth is hurting. So I don't know how much longer we gonna go. That's why I sound like this when I'm talking. Yo, these dudes. These dudes are just lying. So this is just proof that the stock market is doing really well. It's doing better than well, actually. So let's see. The VIX index is implied volatility on Wall Street registers. It's the biggest one-day decline ever. Oh, implied validity. I don't know why I said voluntarily. I was busy thinking about something else, by the way. The VIX, yeah, sometimes when I'm reading, I'm thinking about other things. Well, not completely. Like, I guess it's like 40 reading, 20 thinking about other things, and then the other percentage is me just daydreaming some of the times. She's pretty. The VIX index of implied volatility on Wall Street registered its biggest one-day decline ever. What is the VIX index?
This man has fell from grace, bro. What's up, Don?
A real-time market index that measures the market expectation for volatility. Why am I reading that word every other way but the way that it is?
Because
the market, because I'm not here. Expectation for volatility over the next 30 days. VIX attempts to measure the magnitude of price movement. What does a high VIX mean? VIX measures the market's expectation of volatility over the next 30 days based on S&P 500 index option. A higher VIX value indicates greater anticipated volatility. So a lower VIX value suggests market stability. So let's see what happened. The VIX index of implied volatility on Wall Street registered its biggest one-day decline ever. Wow! So the market is stable. Anybody want me to explain why this happened?
Nah, man. Don't.
All 10 sectors on the S&P 500 rip higher, led to 12% with the exception of China. This is epic.
God, he's so horrible. Salute everybody in the chat. What's up, everybody? We place to be. Top of the morning, Miss Angie. How are you? Turn this motherfucker up.
The only white boy you know who did it.
Make 'em mad.
The only white boy you know who did it.
Make them mad.
Okay. Al Jareez, I don't read those guys no more. They reported on something that it just seemed biased. So too biased, and they're not one of our local network sources. So I don't want to.
I hear that, Loki.
I'm gonna have to criticize them, but they're not local, so I don't really want to criticize them because they're foreign. So let them people deal with their shit. I'll talk about our local news because that's the news I should be more concerned with. Democrats say tariffs turbulence will cause GOP the majority. So let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so they're crazy. That's see all that green, right? You see all the green? Anybody else see all the green? So the number on the left, right here, y'all can see my cursor, right? So I can explain what we're looking at.
Definitely, Sean. Definitely, Don.
Okay. So the number over here is what it is. And this is the movement. So this is what it is. This is where it's at. And this on this side is the movement. It's negative.
That kid from Locale Live, the one that did Angry Grandpa, said he had to pay $2 million in taxes, bro. $2 million.
17 negative 04.
That's a lot of bread. What's up, Crisis?
Right? And as you can see, this is the VIX we was talking about. We want this as low as possible. Because when this is low, that basically means that they got stock stability. So we want this as low as possible. They said that is the lowest. That's the biggest one-day decline ever. Why is everything green?
Tell us
Except
about the stock
what we
market,
don't want
Jack.
to
You
be
said you
green.
knew it all.
Interesting. So NBC, interesting. NBC, very interesting. All right. The US dollar index, an index measure of the value of the US dollar related to a basket of foreign currencies, often referred to as a basket of US trade partners. For dummies. The foreign index currencies trader point, the value of the currency is indicated relative to the, that's what I just read in case the US, all right, but I'm looking to, I want to see something real quick. What does it tell you? The US dollar index is a measure of the dollar against the 6 other major currencies. The index is created to help traders understand how strong or weak the US dollar is in relation to the foreign currencies such as the euro, Canadian dollar, and Japanese yen. There's a different question I want answered. Hold on. Nope, I don't know what that is. I'm not accepting nothing, and I'm not clicking nothing on that page. You dudes is wrapped. I'm trying to get a good explanation of what we're looking at. But basically, it's the dollar. It's the value of the US dollar. So the value of the US dollar went down 0.04. This going down is good. And let's check and see what that is real quick.
This dude has no idea what he's even be doing.
Yep, that's not what I meant to put. I think they autocorrect me.
Grow in a garden.
This is a trust. First Family Dorsey Right Movement. Derby implied volatility dip. So that they need this to go down too. So these are both implied volatility indexes, basically. VIX and this one right here. So these being in the negative is a good thing. So that being in the negative is a good thing. That being in the negative is a good thing. This went down, I'm guessing, less low, or it was just something that had to go down. It is what it is. But everything else is green. What are they talking about? What are the Democrats talking about? This guy says families are struggling. Businesses are
dollar
panicking.
going down isn't good at all, dumbass.
I talked to businesses in my district and talked about being tariffed out of business. What are you talking about? This is the market. That's the market. Every single thing within. Look at this.
Hold on. Where's the date on this?
I don't want to hear that Democrats don't hate America.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this. And then
It's got 3 people chatting, bro.
I don't want to hear that Democrats don't hate America. Anybody talking to me about Democrats and be like, yo, they don't hate America.
Is this your show, Jack?
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Democrats hate America. Democrats hate America. Democrats hate America.
This is what they want you to be upset about. They want you to be upset that our stock market has just had one of the biggest booms in the history of its existence. They want you to be upset about this.
That's called a pump and dump. Watch. Boom. See ya.
They want you to be
Everybody just sold and now they're out.
mad. They want you to go bomb Teslas. They want somebody to unalive the president.
Jack the money
They
guru.
want all of these things because
fresh and not
they
fit.
hate
Not fresh and not
when
fit.
stuff like the stock market improves. This was what they was warning us about. Trump is going to force us to go into a period of economic expansion. We got to stop him.
This guy here, bro.
Now you're going to have some Democratic friends and family who's still going to believe the freaking Democrats. There is people out here that if God came down, proved he was God, so there was no question that he was God. Every person on the planet knew that this was God, just so we could be clear. And then he said Donald Trump is doing the right thing. There's still Democrats that will say, no, he's not. Oh, shoot, it was supposed to rain today, and it's not raining. We're going to do the basketball thing. I got to be ready. But it is cold, so we might not do it. It is cold. Yeah, it's not going to be warm enough. It's going to be an overcast. And it does say it's supposed to rain. Next week is going to be nice. Next week will be better. We got a basketball tournament that we're doing out here. Got to go put these up. But next week is just better. I think next week is better. This is gonna be warm. We want it to be warm. We want people to be out there having a good time, enjoying themselves. You know, this is a basketball tournament that we're gonna be doing. Shout out to Coach Knight, Miss Priscilla, Coach. I always forget Coach Wilson. Shout out to Coach Wilson. Shout out to Susie and Greg. Definitely got a lot. Shout out to Aiden and shout out to Maya. Those are other people who are greatly involved in making sure that we're able to do some of these things in the community. And there's a lot of parents too, actually. Not a lot, but there's a couple of parents who, if I knew their names, I would 100% also shout them out. There are a couple of parents that show up whenever they're needed. You know, that's a fact. We got this one lady, her kid is not even in the program no more, but she shows up whenever she's needed. Shout out to her. We had a disagreement a while back.
God.
She was being a douche. She was though. She was though. Coach had to balk on her. But it is what it is. I still don't really, I don't really want to communicate with you on anything like that. But you are a good person. Whatever happened. But let's keep our distance still, because that's just the way that I am. I still want to keep my distance.
That's weird, bro. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting this thing for the other stream.
But that's bananas how apparently every single thing that these dudes is doing, as you can see, the Democrats hate America. At this point, I think that's the only way. I'm not even reading the article to y'all. I'm just showing you. There's no reason to read the article. Just so we could be clear, this is the volatility index, right? And we want that to be low because it being low means the market is stable. This is the biggest drop, they said, since like the third biggest drop or something like that ever. And this is the actual numbers for it. And that's low. Or, biggest drop. Pardon. And then this is the US dollar, and it went down, but the value of the US dollar, it went down, but it only went down 0.04, while everything else is look what these are going up. These aren't small.
All right, we're good. We're good for our next stream. Thumbnail made. I'll be able to jump off here and go right into the next stream, y'all. It should be a good one.
Numbers in comparison to their overall campaign. These aren't small numbers. Well, I guess with the exception of that one, but that's only 4.39, and it went up 0.09. That's probably great. Look, these aren't small numbers. These are leaps.
How does my fucking 725 people channel have more people watching than his 100,000 people channel?
And bounds.
Because
leaps
the community
and bounds. That's what it went up.
That's what it went up.
That's what it went up. That's what it went up. These are leaps and bounds. I'm going to tell you what it is. I promise you, this is what it is.
Promises, Jack.
We don't know nothing about anything. I'm going to give
promises.
Why do they keep saying that voter ID is going to hurt black people and women? And they keep saying that black people can't get ID and women can't get ID. What are they talking about? Like, you're a whole grown adult and you don't have the ID. You should probably.
I'm a big fucking collar man, bro. I'm a big collar on your t-shirt kind of person. He has less than 10%.
Grown adult. I don't care what you are chronologically. You have no ID, you're literally not a grown adult.
Huh?
I don't care about how old you are. I don't care about how many years you've been on this planet. I think being an adult has a lot with that. And if you're supposed to be a grown person that can't even either get an ID or keep an ID, you're not an adult. I know grown people that I come across that didn't have IDs. And I'm telling you, they were not adults. Chronologically, they were probably like 25, 26, 32, but they weren't adults. We got to stop thinking an adult is a number. An adult is a behavior, attitude, how you carry yourself. There are a ton of people who's 50, 60, 70 years old, and they ain't lived one adult year. I'm just saying. Perfect example. Even while I'm showing you that I have proof of what I'm saying is wrong, pardon me, I just was reading what the dude was wrote. Even though I'm showing you proof of what I'm saying is right, proof, literal proof. This is the proof right here. Look, literal proof, right? We still have someone in the comment section, just so we could be clear.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I mean by
what are they saying?
You gotta take all this stuff with a grain of salt, man. Like there's people that they hate America, they hate everything.
You wrong, my brother.
People, they hate God, they hate everything. So all they want to do is whatever's the opposite.
That dude went. All he said. Listen, that person came in and said, "You wrong, my brother." Listen to what it went into. He hates God and all. Just listen.
Of whatever God wants. There's a lot of people like this, man. This is one of these people right here. Look, I'm show you. Now, I just showed you 100% proof that I know what I'm talking about. And look what this guy writes in the comment section. I showed you 100% proof that I know what I'm talking about, right? Proof. I mean, I'm showing you the proof of we're doing it. I just kicked this guy. Because I'm showing you proof. How am I lying about a thing that I'm showing you proof to? I'm not telling you.
Why don't you tell him how?
Democrats said that this was a horrible move. They're saying it's a horrible move right now. What are you talking about? Is he slow? Look, I don't know what I'm talking about. As I'm showing proof. So you have to understand, some people, they're just evil.
Yeah.
They're just terrible people. They don't have no purpose, no reason for existing. The only reason why they're here is to just do whatever Satan's plans are, whatever things Satan can think about to get them to do. That's the only reason why they're on earth, is to do Satan's mission. That's it. They're gonna go to hell.
Eat my baby.
And you got to start looking at people like that. If you don't start looking at people
that
like that, person is gonna go to hell. Point. You're gonna be friends with a lot of people you shouldn't talk to.
I got my kitty. My kitty's got me.
Gotta start looking at people like that.
No, I don't need you up here. No,
all sectors
you
on
up
the
there.
S&P 500. We read that already. Bitcoin, a $39 billion auction of a 10-year treasury draws solid demand and a whopping 87.9 allocations to indirect bidders, often seen as a proxy for foreign central banks. I'm not even sure what that is implying or what that is about, and I'm not going to hold y'all.
Tired said kitty.
All of this happened because Trump paused the tariffs. The Democrats have just been
Kitty, the co-host, bet.
That's it. They're just liars.
Tell them, Kitty. Watch for the haters.
They're just liars that want to turn.
You're not gonna get up here and go through everything. No, I can't let you do it. It's just no. You're not getting up there, dude. Give it up. Give it up, dude.
They're not turning people into fools by accident. They're doing it on purpose. That's my point.
Nope, it ain't gonna happen, bro. See? Yeah, twist around. You ain't going that way.
This is crazy.
No, you can't have nothing up here.
And the Democrats
no, you can't have nothing up here.
The market is improving. I need somebody to explain to me why this is bad.
Kitty said no. Kitty said no. Kitty said no.
I thought I was gonna be able to see the article, and then a damn commercial popped up.
No.
Still got the beef going on with China, the lack of respect China has shown the world's markets, because China has been screwing the rest of the world over for years. China has been screwing the rest of the world over for years. So when he paused that on the stock market, that made everybody have more faith that Trump is going to do the thing that he told them that he's going to do. Remember, they're calling him and they're negotiating with him, and he's talking to them, and he's telling them, don't worry about nothing.
Willie's gonna have somebody say my cat's talking shit through email.
Everything is gonna be fine. All you just don't retaliate. That's all he
Fuck out of here.
Everything's gonna be fine. Just don't retaliate. And then he did the thing he said he was gonna do. That's why the stock market went up. Because every nation was prepared. And if every nation was prepared, that means all of
like you're way down.
Everybody was ready and waiting. And when they saw him do the thing, now everybody's buying. Because guess what? China's about to be X'd out of so many markets. Remember, if they can't sell in America, you know what kind of problem that's going to be? More importantly, if everybody starts shipping their factories to America, that means China can't do the number one thing that China's been doing for the last 40, 50 years. And that's stealing people's designs and making off-brands. I don't think people really understand what's going on. I don't think people really understand what's going on. Temu about to go out of business. Y'all better buy all your. Could you even? I don't know. The tariffs probably kicked in, so Temu is probably out of business as we speak. Because remember, Temu be selling you stuff dumb cheap. You just got to pay for shipping. Now the shipping is about to go up 125%. But stay awake, man. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, man. They got people falling for the banana in the tailpipe, I promise you. What else is the title on? Just so we can be clear. Because my tooth is killing me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be talking. My tooth is killing me. It's been hurting like 2 days now. Because I was doing a thing with the kids the other day, and I was just yelling like crazy.
Was you?
Yelling. And then my voice started hurting. My voice started hurting. So my tooth started hurting. So I've been screwed up since then. I came like straight home. Like usually I have coach like drive me home and ride home with everybody else. We drop everybody off, and then I come home. I've been like last with coach or whatever the case is, but I came straight home. I was like, nah, I gotta walk today. I was not feeling it. I wish I would have rolled too, though, for a different reason. I wish I would have rolled, but I didn't. I think they all went out to go get like we all like kind of eat together every once or twice a week. Not really. We just all go buy the food together. I think they all go eat together. I come home. Be honest with you, I just come home. I like because
you broke.
You don't gotta argue with nobody at home. I don't argue with nobody. Anyway, I want peace. I want to be peaceful. I want to bring peace to others, and I want others to bring peace to me. All that other stuff, I don't want. I don't want none of that. All that other, I like boring. I like exciting. Don't get it confused, but I'm fine with boring. There's very few females that could think that they're too boring for me. You can't be too boring for me. You could just be somebody I'm not attracted to, but you can't be too boring. I promise you. I will bring all the fun if need be. Like all the fun stuff, I'll bring it. How about that? I think of new games every day. I promise you.
Oh my God. 48 years old.
I promise you. I just be sitting around thinking of fun things to do. I promise you. I literally do that. In any regard, I'm gonna have to get off of here because my mouth is definitely hurting. My tooth is killing me. I hope I covered everything today. I hope I covered everything today. Alleged Schumer fraud. I think I got a clip. Adam Schiff.
How concerned are you with this market fluctuation? And are you concerned that there could be members of the White House that are benefiting from it?
Also, might I add that he didn't want Trump to do the tariffs. So then Trump said, I'm going to pause the tariffs. So he criticized Trump for enacting the tariffs. And now he's criticizing Trump for pausing the tariffs. Yeah, I do know what manipulation is, right? I'm just assuming. I'm assuming people know what manipulation is. We all know what manipulation is, right? Like how people come into my chat and try to argue both sides of the argument. And then I just kick them. Because I'm not doing that. Why are you trying to waste both our time? You're just wasting our time. We could have been doing something productive. I don't like you.
What's your message to...
All right, so Adam Schiff, who's actually flip-flopping, because he was like, Trump gonna destroy the world with these tariffs, destroy America, is undemocratic. We're gonna go get a judge to say he can't do the tariffs. I think they did that. I'm not sure. They always go into a judge. And then when Trump pauses the tariffs.
How concerned are you with this market fluctuation? And are you concerned that there could be members of the White House that are benefiting from it?
Absolutely. I'm writing to the White House to demand who knew in advance that the president was going to once again flip-flop on tariffs, and are people cashing in? There is just all too much opportunity for people in the White House and the administration to be insider trading, and you can't put it past them for a minute. So we're going to try to find out.
There's a good chance they'll just ignore you, though, right? Should there be some other independent investigation into this?
Well, I think Congress should do an investigation into this, but we're going to demand answers from the administration. I think you're right. They're likely to stonewall, particularly if they've been engaged in corrupt insider trading. But they won't be able to hide it for good. I mean, we know who's in the administration. We can look at eventually what people are buying and selling. This will come out. But an administration that has their own meme coins and is already engaged in self-interested dealing when Elon is doging agencies that are doing oversight of his own businesses, in that kind of corrupt climate, you have to assume the worst. And we're going to try to find out.
So no matter what Trump do, they argue he should have did something else. So I want to explain something to y'all.
It ain't too far off from the truth. It could be, right?
All of their clearances revoked, so they're mad that.
Well, he'll burn it like that. Oh, stupid bitch. Yeah. That was some like Fatal Attraction type shit, bro. And then Willie posted it as if I didn't already show it on my channel. Like, look at Roxanne burning shit like Fatal Attraction. Size medium. Oh, not Old Spice, man. Not Old. He probably wears Jupe. No.
These people, but seeing somebody that did something similar to me, somebody. Oh man, I'm a Sims 4 player now. By the way,
huh? What?
Y'all don't get the joke. That is a very particular joke. It is only for 3 people. That joke is actually only for me and 2 other people. The only ones, and one of them might not laugh. I gotta go. Oh man. Yeah, look, I love y'all, man. Look, the Democrats are screwed. They've completely screwed themselves. They're done. We need new Democratic leadership. We need some people to come out that are not a part of what's going on now. And that's going to take some time.
He uses patchouli oil?
That's going to
patchouli
take
oil?
years, and that's just what it is. So, strap in and understand that everything that's happening right now was supposed to. Because there's a thing that's coming. That's the most important thing that has ever existed. And what is happening now has to happen. So if what's happening now has to happen, we already have information about a thing that is supposed to be coming. So we should be ready and prepared. Think about the people who are against it and realize what energy they actually are channeling. We are not supposed to be involving ourselves with a lot of this stuff. And what I mean by that is these are just things that are supposed to happen. And for one of the sides, it's going to go terribly wrong. We got to do better. And we got to stop being driven by our emotions. And all the Democrats want you to do is think about your emotions. And this is not an attack on anyone, but that is dangerous for a man to just be emotionally driven on all of their decisions. It's dangerous. That's why our young boys is out here killing themselves, killing each other, because they're coming from households that's teaching them that how they feel is more important than the facts. I don't want to hear no more of my truth. Your truth is a lie. Okay? Your truth is tailored and patterned to make you have to not be held responsible for whatever the actions is that you're culpable of, that you've been doing. So I don't want to hear about nobody's truth. I don't even want to hear about the actual truth, the facts. And the facts are the Democrats have either been wrong or have been actively lying to the American public for the last minimum 8 years. And now it's time for their comeuppance. With that being said, I love y'all. Go out there into the world, do something great today. Stamp God's name on it. Let people know that you come in the name of God. That's how babies are made. That was a very, very funny line, by the way. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it.
Shut
I
up,
love
Jack.
y'all.
Shut the fuck up, y'all. Are y'all done? Arguing with a fake account with my name on it. He had a fake account? They had a fake account? Where? Who was? Don't worry about these bitches say. Nobody collect food stamps. I ain't heard of nobody in this motherfucking chat say anything about collecting food stamps. Your old man over there collects food stamps, and he's proud of it. He proud of it, y'all. He's proud of it. Frosted Radio. My name is Radio. My name is Radio. Hug each other. Look, who was in his chat, bro? Look, nobody. And he had slow-mo on. I got my own house. I got my own car. I got my own land. It's perfect for me. I'm just kidding. I have no kids. Live a free life. Tell him, girl. Tell him, girl. We don't need Coxanne. Lucky donates to me. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, don't make me play the fucking sound, man. Don't make me play the sound, y'all. Hold on, man.
I'm starting with Roxanne. Go fuck Roxanne. How about that? I'm starting with Roxanne. Go fuck Roxanne. How about that? I'm starting with Roxanne. Go fuck Roxanne. How about that?
How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? That's coming to the sound pad. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. All right, man. Y'all ready? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, that was just made today. Or hold on March 5th. So I don't know if it's the real Just or not. He makes so many different he makes so many different accounts. Yeah, it's a new account. It's a new account. Just knows how to hit me on IG. So if it's the fake, this was on Willie's channel. Pop it. Boom it then. Y'all ready to start up a new stream? Y'all see what the topic is, right? The feds are watching. Come over there or be square. We're getting ready to fire it up. Give me a chance to use the potty. Get me some motherfucking something to drink, and we're gonna be on here.